Hello, I'm Guillermo Martinez, and today we're back on drums, but we're gonna wrap the cross piece here. As you can see, this is braided rawhide, and so basically, when I make drums, I'm basically just providing the bones. It's like your human body. You know, we have the bones, but then you have all the meat and all the other stuff for our muscles, and our skin, and that lay upon these bones. And so these are just the bones of this drum, and we can add things to this and decorate it and make it personal. We could tie on medicine bundles, little pieces of cloth where you put tobacco and you pray, and you could tie these onto your drum. And I think anything you do add to the drum, you have to make sure it doesn't interfere with the sound, or unless it does interfere with the sound, that it's something that you want. For example, in Mongolia, their drums are horsehide drums. They're very much similar to this, but on the back they incorporate all these metal pieces that are hand forged, and so the drum's very noisy, and so you hear it, you hear the drum, and plus you hear all these jangly metal sounds, you know, rings and squares and, you know, different shapes, and they're just all surrounded, tied onto the back of the frame. And I know this because I saw one of these, and I had to fix one in England one time, and my friend tore it in a very excited moment, in the heat of the moment of a concert, and he was all mopey and sad, and I had just come into town, and I told him, "Don't worry." And he goes, "Why? I just ruined my drum." I go, "Well, because I have horsehide, and we can repair it and actually make it better." And so we did. We redid it, and we put all the metal pieces back. I put the metal pieces back on, and but anyways, so that's that story. So what we're going to do here is we got these deerskin pieces. This is like a dark green, forest green, and first thing I'm going to do is just fold the end like this, and we're just going to take the scissors and just cut a little slit. Make sure you have good scissors. You have a little opening here. See that? A little opening. And we'll start here. And you take your end, go through the loop, the splice in the leather, and you can see how it's, before we attach it, we're going to put a little glue where I want it to attach it. I'm using wood glue. Okay, so once it's attached, I got a little glue there. I'm just going to add a little bit of glue here. I'm going to go down this way, all the way across here. And so the wood glue, the glue will, and it's pretty permanent. You really have to kind of tear it off. And so here we have two sides of leather. We have the smooth side and a rough side. I'm going to use the smooth side out, so I'm going to wrap. And wrap carefully. If you want to do a pre-trial, wrap it without any glue. See if you have enough length. Usually it's two times your length here, maybe 3 times. You can check here in a moment. You can see I'm wrapping side by side very carefully, and we're getting close to the center. See here, I'm coming across there, now we're going across the other side. It's always better to have a little extra than too short. I mean, you can add, but that's a whole different lesson. And while we're here, we'll talk about Patreon, because I'm going to be doing a series of how-to for Patreon. Well, you'll have to pay for the lessons, but it'll be like how to make a drum, how to make a rattle, certain things like that, which are cool. I think let's see here. Okay, we'll finish it right here. I'm going to go through here. What I like to do is cut that in half, right up to the knot. Make sure it's nice and tight. Take those two and tie a knot. So this knot will have to go underneath all that to become loose. We could trim that short if you want. Make it look nice. And then we'll do another one. Somebody was asking me, can I wrap colorful yarns? You don't have to use leather. You can use material here. You can wrap this rawhide with yarn in colorful patterns, like a red band, a pink band, a white band, you know, and so forth. Hopefully this gives you some ideas. And you can also wrap this ring here. You can wrap around and very carefully wrap colorful material or yarn or leather, whatever you want to do. And you could also, I did workshops in Japan, and there we spent a lot of time embellishing our drums. We put on, they make little small medicine bags, which they in turn put things inside, and on the outside they'll stitch on maybe a shell button or, you know, all kinds of things. I bring them and show them all these different techniques. Notice I'm being very careful about not trying to get any glue on the leather. I'm trying to do a nice clean job, because your work reflects a lot about who you are as a person and about the way you are in your life. You know, an elder told me that one time about how, you know, when I was learning beadwork, how they can, you know, they look at your beadwork, but they're also looking at attention to detail, your color choice, you know, lots of things, and it reflects a lot about who you are as a person. Their words, not mine, but I believe in that. Being a teacher, having all kinds of students, and we're coming to the end. Make sure that's nice and tight. Feels super comfortable now that it's wrapped in leather. And it feels, you know, a little beefier, more substantial, very smooth. Especially in a sweat lodge drum like this, if you try to hold this in a sweat lodge, the rawhide actually burns your hands. So to have it wrapped in leather, this wouldn't burn you, because it would be insulated. And just get this last bit. Oops, I need my pliers. No, I got it. Okay, there you go. And like I said, you could also tie feathers and things like that. Like I said, as long as it doesn't interrupt with the sound. And so I hope you enjoyed this. And like I said, I'm Guillermo Martinez, and hope you enjoyed this segment. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And pretty soon Patreon will be coming up. All right, take care. Bye.